I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back, but no confusion.
The main thing. And when
And when the main thing ain't the
main
main thing,
it
it ain't, you know, that main thing suffers. Because I know one thing, I bet you a new episode will be out in a week or less,
more
more than likely.
What was worse, Paul George getting two or Serena crip walking?
Well, I think Serena crip walking won our tennis matches, so I'm going to say Paul George getting two. This isn't new information. She should come.
Okay.
Yeah.
She did do that.
And she's a champion.
Yeah.
She's from Title Town.
Real title town.
She's from Title Town.
And she from Compton.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
She won the championship in Crip Walk 2012. Yeah.
So I gotta ask you guys this: so the Nets and the Sixers actually have the same record right now. They're 20 and 34. Is that something that you would have ever expected at this point in the season?
Say it again.
The Nets and the Sixers have the same record right now.
No, look at the money you put into the Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, they keep switching uniforms. They gotta switch their mindset. This team is bugging out right now. I don't know, is Joel Embiid on the team or he's not? I don't know if playoff, what he doing. You know, this is crazy. And to be right there with the Nets, the Nets is like the worst team in New York. Right? I know you guys are from Brooklyn. I know you're going to get mad at me, but
They know it.
yeah, the Nets is the worst team in New York. You can, there's no way anybody can get in the Barclays. You can have a block party in the Barclays, man.
I've been to Barclays and they
Just
just
rolling dice, smoking weed. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm dead ass. They was back here. I walk through the shit. You know, I go through VIP. VIP ain't even VIP.
Like Penn Station and like Penn Station in the Barclays. Might as well let Amtrak come to the Barclays, man. People like y'all performing in the Barclays. I'm not coming to the Barclays. I'm upset, man. Yo, he changed.
I see your fam. I'm not even exaggerating. I see dice games in the Barclays. I see niggas in the bathroom smoking weed. I actually seen niggas get snuffed. Then 15 minutes later, I see niggas running. Yo, come on, they over there. I'm like, where am I? And no disrespect but to Barclays because they did put something there for the niggas. Not to be a nigga from time to time. But if I'm going to the next game, I'm not expecting to go to the VIP section and join the dice game. That's why you join.
People are hustling in the Barclays, selling K2 in the Barclays. Ain't nobody going in the Barclays. Yeah, they say I got watered down. I'm back. I'm watered down. I'm back. I brought my glasses back out. I'm back.
They say that's for the clip. Oh shit! Got it. What the question is that?
How do you feel about them having the same record? That's the Sixers. I feel like y'all answered it.
Lazy got it.
Row 19, you know.
Good luck to the Sixers. Should have been a wake-up call for y'all. Okay, so Kyrie dropped 42 points in the Mavs versus Warriors game. Mavs went on to beat the Warriors 111-107 without a lot of their starters. Mace, how do you feel about Kyrie's performance? And how do you feel just about the Mavs right now?
You know how I feel about this. This is Kyrie's team. This is what we've been waiting for. You know, you got J Kidd there, you got Sham there, but most of all, we've been waiting for Kyrie to get back in a position where it could be his team, so he could go back to Sir Mix-a-Lot. That's what we was watching yesterday. He wasn't even running fast. It was just like, I'm better than everybody on the court. You know it, I know it. It sounded like, it looked like Jersey Kyrie. It looked like Kyrie from Baychester. It looked like Kyrie when he was up there in the Bronx by Gun Hill. This was the Kyrie I know. This Kyrie's his dad. Shout out everybody up there that's been helping him out. His family, all everybody moving to Dallas. This is the Kyrie that we came to Dallas to see, and I'm excited about it. And for him to do it against, Stephen Curry, that's like one of my favorite players. When one time he put a move so crazy on Stephen Curry, I was just like, man. This is what happened when you try to guard a New York guard, and then Jimmy Butler gonna run out there like he's playing D. Oh, you with him? You with him? That's what it looked like his attitude was. So I'm excited about this Mavs team, especially, like I said, with it being Kyrie's team, because everybody around him is going to play better. Anthony Davis is going to be a bigger problem in Dallas. Remember, I told you this. AD will be a bigger problem in Dallas because the pick and roll between Kyrie and AD would be crazy, like nobody else. And then I'm looking for even Klay Thompson, because that's the question, how I feel about them. I'm looking for Klay Thompson to come, not back to red Klay Thompson, but enough to get the job done. I'm really looking forward to this team playing decent.
Look, Kyrie looked sensational last night. But I need more of that. More consistency. It seems like Kyrie steps up when it's Steph Curry. When it's Steph Curry says, I time to put on the Michael Jackson start dancing on this thing. Because he dances on Steph Curry repeated. They got looking at their record in the regular season, they're 11-11 against each other. Steph has an edge over him in the playoffs, though. But he steps in and elevates his game when he plays against Steph Curry. Sometimes he doesn't always give us the Kyrie that we seen last night. And this is what I need to see more of that Kyrie than last night. Sensational game, clutch shot after clutch shot, dazzling moves, shaking niggas, spectacular finishes at the basket. I love to see everything. As far as the Dallas Mavericks is concerned, I like them when they do. You look at AD's first game before he got hurt. I think he had 26 and 17. It looked like he was about to be a monster. Have a monster game, I should say, for that particular game. And they could look that to me. Dallas, if they stay healthy, they could potentially be a 2 or 3 seed in the Western Conference. Everybody in the Western Conference is really close. If I'm not mistaken, between the 4th seed, maybe the 3rd seed, and the 8th seed, it's a 2 or 3 game difference. So the 8th seed next week could be the 3rd seed. The 7th seed could be the second seed. It's only a 3 or 4 game difference, if that, between 3 and 8. And to me, I'm not saying that they finish second or third, but they have the potential to be the second and best 3rd team in the Western Conference. We sit there and look at OKC and say, damn, OKC is the only team in the NBA with single-digit losses. And I'm like, yo, these niggas is nice. Chet is back, they look good. But they're the second youngest team in the NBA. Is that going to count when it's time to playoffs? Because right now we see what they're doing dominating the regular season. They finished first in the regular season last year. They didn't pass the second round of the playoffs. So right now, OKC has a playoff, what's the word I'm looking for? They have to prove it to me in a playoff. We see the regular season being great. Playoffs, that's where that matters now. Like I said, it's the Washington Wizards, youngest team in the NBA, and then it's OKC. And will they age play back in the playoffs? But I really like Dallas if AD can stay healthy. And another factor, outside of Klay, outside of Kyrie, outside of Anthony Davis, PJ Washington, and Lively. Those are the two that's going to have to step up, because everybody's looking for the 3 names I just named previous to them. Those are the pieces that you need. Those are the people like Iguodala to help Golden State win a championship. That 4th option that nobody's really watching, that can sit there and get you a shocking 28 points when you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
So I like the Dallas Mavericks. I like where they're heading. As far as Golden State is concerned, they were looking good. That game they actually played last night, they were looking good. They came back, they were down double digits. They came back and made it a good game. I like the addition so far, Jimmy Butler. That was the first game they actually lost with Jimmy Butler. But we'll see. They're actually in the 10th seat right now. So they're in the player happens. There's 27 and 27, and they have 500. We're not paying attention because we've been so focused on football. I'm talking about our audience as well as us. They win 54 games. It's only 8, so it's less than 30 games left in the regular season. And we'll see what happens right after All-Star break. The shit gonna get down to the nitty-gritty.
Great takes. And then, Mason, I know you were saying that 80, when he comes back, it's a bigger problem. But I kind of feel like he is a big problem because he is going to be out for a couple weeks with the left abductor strain. So given AD's injuries and PJ Washington's injuries and then Daniel Gafford's out as well, where do you kind of see the Mavs going?
I think with what they experienced yesterday, that it's a good sign pointing towards the future, because when you get that kind of victory over that type of dynamic backcourt, you believe you can do that against anyone. So if he could do that against against Stephen Curry as well as Jimmy Butler on the switch, there's nobody else that plays better defense on the wings than Jimmy Butler. And to think about that is like, this is a nightmare for the Western Conference, because they haven't seen a guard like Kyrie. With it being his team, he's been playing second to Luka for the most part. Now you're gonna see like pause of Kyrie unleashed. So I really like this, not just for fanfare, but also as a team. Anytime a championship team has been like supremely dominant, normally they have that point guard or some guard play and the front court, and they have both, whether it was Kobe and Shaq. Now you're looking at, I wouldn't say that AD is Shaq, and I wouldn't say that Kyrie is Kobe, but in today's time, it could be sort of equivalent, like few levels lower, but right there, mentality-wise, with Kyrie, not AD. Shaq could kill me for that. Shaq said, yo, man, so you on that case too, you putting AD up there with Superman? No, we're not going to do that.
And then you kind of elaborated on it, but then just with all the Mavs injuries, kind of where do you see it going with Kyrie leading it?
To me, it matters about the injuries. Like I said before, Kyrie steps up to the occasion when he needs to. Some nights you'll sit there, have a monster game against Golden State, and then 3 nights later they'll lose to the Trailblazers. It's too streaky. And if we're going to get this consistency, yeah, it looks good, but it's about the consistency. Right now, you got to think about the people who's not in the playoffs, right? Golden State is at number 10, so I'm going to leave them in because that's the player. That's not the playoffs. Dallas is at number 8 seed, but they're only a half a game ahead of the Sacramento Kings. So if the Sacramento Kings win tomorrow, Dallas technically isn't in the playoffs. The Phoenix Suns, they're the 11th seed, which would mean that they're not in the playoffs, but they're only a game back of the play-in. All these teams are really tight, so with the injuries that Stat just brought up, let's hope these people get back in time, because if they don't, I don't think, as much as I love Kyrie, he's my guy and I fuck with him. Super Bowl, but I fuck with him. But can he lead a team to a championship by himself? I don't think so. We got to think about who Kyrie had on his team, and don't get me wrong, they were super duper young. You had Jason Tatum. You had Jaylen Brown. You had a young roster of good players, but I think it was your team. And then you leave and they get a Marcus Smart to fill your position, and he gets them to a championship. Then they get rid of Marcus Smart and get a veteran who won a championship, and then they win a championship. So sometimes it isn't all about the dazzling and razzling players. I love to watch it. But sometimes it's about what fits for the team. And I don't think Kyrie by himself can lead a team to a championship. We seen what him and Luka did last year, winning the Western Conference Finals. But it was like the frog enough to know when the WB, you got to sing the frog. And you're like, oh shit, I must go put on the show. When the curtains come up, the nigga can't sing. We see, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? We see how terrible Kyrie has played in Boston Garden since. He played terrible.
Right. You gotta get his name back. You gotta get his name back.
Played terrible in the championship. We see him do everything from get there early changed his sneakers at halftime, saged the Boston guard. Actually walked around there early with Sage. So we're looking at a team that could potentially be back in the championship when we think about Boston. Right now, we know that Cleveland's one in the league for Eastern Conference, but you have to think about the Boston Celtics that are reigning champions. So I would predict for them to get back to the championship, even though the Knicks are also looking sensational. But if you got to run into Boston and just say Dallas does get back there, now you do have Anthony Davis, which is a difference, but something's going on with Kyrie in Boston. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he wants to win too much, he wants it too bad, but these are hurdles that you have to overcome. But answer the question, Stat, yes. These injuries are going to play a big part because how close all these teams are in the playoff picture. So if these people don't come back soon, I think that we'll be talking about what the Dallas Mavericks will be doing next year. Now, if they get into the playoffs, even if it's an 8 seed, could they be dangerous? Absolutely. If you got a healthy Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson playing halfway as good as Klay Thompson played, Gafford, Lively, B.J. Washington. I don't know if that's a team that OKC may want to face in the first round. So it's a lot of ifs.
Yeah, I think, and I also think with that list that you gave, Killer,